Yep. There's some sugar prints. Well, it's dusty in there. Wow. There is dust everywhere. Look at this. This whole room, dust. Fred and Dean had to put filters in front of the air conditioners. There's dust everywhere. We're gonna have to do something different. So what Joe recommended is a dust collector, hood over the sifter, and what that would do is actually allow us to keep all that. And it's not gonna be sellable. I mean, if you took all the dust in this room, this is from one day, maybe two. So if you took all the dust in this room, collected it, it's marketable. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just airborne, and we need to capture it, stick it in a box so we can sell it. But I imagine there's a few pounds on the floor, and yeah, we got to do something different. So we got some information today on the moisture content, and it looks like we are running about 1%. The funny thing is right after the mixer, it is actually the lowest. And I'm sticking the sugar in a dehumidified room that's air conditioned, and the moisture content's going up. Think about that for a second. The moisture content's going up in a dehumidified room with 2 air conditioners running. That's crazy. So, let me turn this fan off. So we've kind of learned, I think we're just gonna have to, box it, or make it, mix it, and box it. I think that's what the process is gonna be. Yeah, I can't see letting it cool too much, because as it's cooling, it's pulling humidity into the sugar. That's why it's so hard and crusty on the top, and Kyle has to break it apart, basically like with a scoop, using it like an ice pick, and he's breaking the top crusty part of the sugar apart because it's pulled in moisture and become hard. So that's interesting. So we got this for 600 bucks. 600 bucks for this. It's definitely gonna need a filter. And it is 3-phase, but this is the key to this guy. Let me show you. Right here. This has the pressure differential, which tells you it's time to clean your filter. So to clean the filter, knock the dust off, you just take your foot, knock the dust out of it. So, yep. So now we're gonna go take a look. These guys are sifting. You can see how dusty it is. We do have the filter. So I think it might be time to put the tent up. Once we get the tent up, we can use the Torrent dust bucket. Filter's here. Maybe that's something we can do today. Look at this. It's dusty in there, guys. It's dusty. Dean's pulled out all the utilities. So little by little. So these guys are sifting and boxing, sifting and boxing. So we got to get Daniel here. We do have the filter. This filter here was $1,500. $1,500 for this filter. Listen, this whole thing seems like a scam. Look at this. I just don't know. Does that look like a $1,500 filter to you? So we got to put this in this guy, and then we'll be able to hook it up and run it. But yeah, we're just waiting on installation here. How about that? How about that? This will be the dust collector here. So they are sifting like crazy in here. It's gonna be dusty.
Oh, close, buddy. Hey, 40 pounds. So you guys tear the box in the bag? Yep. Attaboy. Yes, sir. So this is how he does it. Gets all the air out of it. You guys look sharp in your matching uniform. Doctor? Doctor? Doctor. Beautiful thing. So then you just stack them, huh? I can wheel them to you. I got to do something today. Sweet. Can you believe we built the sugar plant in 8 weeks? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Mike.
So there's a flap that seems to be velcroed to this. This is how you put it in. Every one of these grommets will get a eyelet. With these eyelets, we'll get one of these things. Two sides in the door, huh? Is that going here?
I think that's where the tie down is supposed to come to tie it down to the ground.
So they both have a door in both ends, huh?
Yeah.
You can drive through it. Hold it down. How you guys gonna get them tent stakes in there? Is that thing on a hinge too, or no?
Nope.
You got it pretty clean there, buddy.
Yeah.
I think that filter was a little pricey, Dean.
It was pretty high dollar. Probably because nobody else uses it anymore.
We just don't have the scheme figured out yet. I don't even know how this thing works. Looks like they built it on 10/24/23.
Just
Like
for
it was
you.
just built, huh?
Just for you.
It took weeks. Weeks, Dean. I think it took over a month to get this filter made. Hey, look, a filter name, part number. Huh. Let's get that on there. Parts and service. Torret. It came from Torret. Oh, that's the Torret part number. There you go. I don't even know how this works, Dean. You might need to cut it off, huh? Man with a knife's worth $1 more a day, Dean. You ever heard that?
Yeah, it's a good thing I got 10 of them.
A man with a knife. That's good. There you go.
Zip tie.
Man with a knife's worth $1 more a day. I got her. It's on the side right here. I'd help you, Dean, but somebody's got to film this. It's kind of weird. You fold it up and stick it in there. How'd you get the old one out? Just like that? Alright, this one didn't quite make it. Did it? Is it sitting on there now? No. It's upside down, Dean. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I have to push on the top.
I can't. There you go, buddy. You got a light? Here's another one that's loose. I don't know if you need that.
Oh yeah, I need him.
See that light back there. So what does this clamp it down? Is that what it does?
Yeah.
So do they open?
No.
How does this work?
shoots out.
I don't know how this works, dude. You sure it doesn't come up through here? Explain how this works, guys. That's what I'm saying. This is the part that I don't understand.
That little bit right there should.
I don't understand how it works.
Well, it's designed to suck it in and just fill up the pockets, and this is what cleans the filter back up. We'll probably need about 5 of these a year.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying the bags fill up?
Bags will fill up.
Oh, I didn't know that. So that's just to get it fall down in the bags.
Yes.
These bags are washable, boys. These bags can come apart and be washed. So it does go in there, Dean. The dust must fall down in there.
Yes.
I don't understand it, but we'll figure it out. If that thing gets filled up for $1,500, we got to figure out a. Well, look at all this stuff around. I don't know how it's getting in there. We'll figure it out, though. I really think everything needs to move this way, though, because you want this thing back where you can get to it easy. Don't you want to just go up with the pipe and just poke it right in the top right there? Just fold that flap down. We may have to, Joe said we may have to just take and run a piece of PVC and then put a slit, and then it'll suck it up into the PVC. I don't know. That's what he said. You guys will figure it out. All I know is this tells you the air pressure difference between this side of the filter and this side. So this will tell you when it's time to kick that thing. Well, I hope it
Good part
works.
is we can move the shield
Up to
anywhere
the
we
top.
want.
Yeah, the less bends, the better.
Yes.
That's what. And
Three options.
Zach's saying the same thing. If we slide everything down this way, you definitely want to have enough room to work. You could do surgery in here now. It feels like like MASH. You ever see the show MASH?
Yeah.
I feel like I just went into a tent for MASH.
Well, there's power there. There's power there.
Oh, wow. So you got 220 here, too? What's all this? Maybe it is. I don't know. Those look like big wires.
And that's 220. Both.
Yeah, there's 220 down there, too. This filter was $1,500.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
$1,500 for that filter. I thought I got a great deal on this thing in HDR, and then I had to buy a filter. And it took like 6 weeks. And all they did was order it from Torrid. So I'm hoping somebody from YouTube will be able to tell me where I can buy that filter for a Model 80.
So the machine's not valuable, it's just the filter.
Yeah. It was like $400 for the machine, $1,500 for the filter. You know, because no one's ever seen anybody put a hole in this before.
Yeah, but look at this. Stainless steel thunderstuds.
Attaboy. Daniel's been here 20 minutes. He already has sugar on him. Nice.
I won't complain.
It's better. It's better than some other things you get on you. Got the hammer function on that?
I do. I think we destroyed the bit.
Let's see.
We did?
Oh,
You were some tough blocks, man.
Well, maybe you were doing it in reverse.
We need another one.
I gotta stay back.
You burned a hole through that block. Another VEVOR product.
You need to get us some discount on these Tico drives.
We do. We do. We get a pretty good rate. We buy quite a few. How many do you buy a year?
Well, I buy more and more. I'm putting them on all my vacuum pumps, and I just quoted a guy 100 horsepower to go on a manure pump.
There you go. 100 horsepower drive?
Yeah, it's a 100 horsepower motor.
Dang.
We're gonna come out of that outlet with
Big picture.
single phase power. Okay.
Okay, what are we actually, what's the project?
You see this dust everywhere?
Yeah.
Our goal is to get it trapped inside these filters here.
Yeah.
Which you guys have probably already seen inside there.
And what did we actually have to do when Nate goes to HGR? I end up buying 3-phase equipment and calling you.
That's right. But we can make it work.
So you built this box at your shop, you and Nate.
Yeah, it's real simple. We'll do an on and off. Doesn't get any simpler than that, and then we'll be able to adjust the speed to if you wanted to run it slower or faster, depending on how it moves air through your
So
tank.
I see you got one wire going in, one wire going out.
That's
Can
it.
you explain that?
Well, we got single phase power coming into the drive, and then the 3-phase power out to the motor.
So what does single phase mean?
Single phase? Well,
Like when you say single phase in, 3-phase out, like most of the viewers probably don't know what that means.
well,
Without being scientific.
actually, it's a misconception because we're actually getting 2 phases of power in a single phase outlet, But for a 3-phase motor, we need all 3 phases to operate the
It's
the
like
motor.
a whole different hertz currency. It's all like different, right? It's lower
Yeah.
amperage.
Well, the
Like,
way
what's
the-
the benefit of using 3-phase?
Well, the way the motor's wound, we actually get another phase of power through the motor, so it actually makes it about a third more efficient than a single phase motor. But then there's no starting circuits inside the motor because it's always offset, can't stop parallel to your phases, so it makes them a little bit more efficient.
And they're lower cost, right? A 3-phase motor is actually
Yeah,
lower
3-phase
cost.
motors are lower cost, but there's a lot less components inside of them. We don't need start capacitors or start switches, and it's just windings. That's
Really?
it. Pretty simple.
So really, if you wanted to, you could actually just use a switch on 3-phase and it would just turn on, or do you need the slow ramp
Yeah,
up.
if you had 3-phase in your building, we just put a switch or
No
contactor or turn it on with the breaker, whatever. We don't need any of this. But the only downside is you can't adjust the speed. You know, we can adjust the speed. And these drives, I mean, they're fantastic because we can program it to watch for amperage, you know, and we can tell the machine to slow up or to speed up slowly or to slow down over a period of time. So it gives you a lot more flexibility the way you operate the machine. So these drives are always good.
Gotcha. Cool.
So we'll get this thing wired up here, and
Do you like those little baby terminals blocks?
I do.
You gotta use special little screwdrivers to get in there.
Oh my God, I got the wrong.
I like these little wires. I like to just pull those out to mess with my dad every now and then. That's electrical engineer humor right there. Attaboy, getting them a plug. Did they put all that strapping on there? On the wires? Or did you do it?
I went out, but no, they did that. They use our stuff.
I got you. I figured, like, if we ever move it, we'll keep it. So you can just plug it.
Yeah.
Flip it on.
Bad, but
Stick your hand on the end of that guy. Oh, do that again. Do that again, LeBron. Do a LeBron. They all go up in there? What do you think, man? Oh, yeah. It's like Ghostbusters, dude. You see that, Zach?
oh yeah.
It worked. I think it's gonna work, man. You think it's gonna work, Dino? You want to make some dust, or I think that's probably all we got to do. We don't have to. I mean, I want to.
Fire it up and put some of this in there.
Yeah, let's see what happens. You ready, Dean? It's on. You got the breakers off? Oh, nope. We got her on, baby. Let's make some dust. Good enough for me. I know. It's all right. None of my other stuff gets dusty. Just Kyle. Jeez. Well, let's see if there's anything in there. Maybe give it a little. We'll do the kick once it's.
We're sifting tomorrow, so
Oh, sweet.
you'll see.
We save any sugar? It's like mining for gold. We got all the metal bits. We got all the metal bits.
There's some silver in there.
Yeah. No dust.
Okay.
Hey, we'll see you.
There you go, buddy. It sure sucked all the metal out, Dino. I don't think it's even this way it's gotta go. Cool. You put it above or below, I guess.
What?
I guess you put it below, so
Yeah.
the dust will hit here and go down. We didn't even make it dirty yet.
Nope. See what